All right, everybody. Good day, everybody. This is Emar Self-Keith, the Sports Inquirer, and we're happy to be joined by Brett Surrency from Georgia State men's soccer. You split action last week against Asheville and Belmont. Let's start with the Asheville matchup. You were able to get a 4-0 win. Justin Guest had a hat trick in the contest. What did you see well from the team to earn the win?
Yeah, I thought we created a lot of chances, in and around goal. Weren't as proficient or clinical as we wanted to be at the first half, and then we sort of had the feeling that if we were able to get one, then a few more would roll through, and we were able to put a couple away in quick succession. So yeah, it was pleasing. Something we had been trying to put a little bit of focus on in terms of just chance creation, and then ultimately finishing some of those chances as well too. So pleased to score some goals and also pleased not to concede any.
Yeah, and all four of those goals happened in the second half. And you outshot them 12-5 in the first half, and were unable to get any goals. Did you make any adjustments and make some changes to your approach to score those goals?
No, not really. We felt like we were in good positions, and it was just one of those things where at times guys were just throwing a leg here and there, and keeper made a couple really good saves. So we were getting to the spots that we wanted to be in. It was just a matter of, again, hoping one went through, and then we felt like we could potentially get a couple more after that. So no, we sort of just stayed the course and stayed disciplined and what we were after. And at the end of the day, the second half, it worked out for us.
Yeah, and then Guest, he scored his fourth goal, or the fourth goal of the team, and his third of the match on a penalty kick. We talked last time about you kind of let the guys decide who takes the kicks. Did you go in there and say he's going for three, or do the guys realize that he has a chance to get a hat trick?
Yeah, I had nothing to do with it. George Proctor usually takes them,
Yeah,
and
and George takes pride in that as well. He's very
right,
for a defenseman. He wants to take them.
exactly. And I think as a senior and captain for us, he kind of just gave the ball to Guesty, and he was sitting on a hat trick. So fair play to him, and fair play to Guesty for putting it away and earning that hat trick.
Yeah, and not as much success at Belmont on September 10th. You dropped the contest 2-1 in overtime. You were able to get the equalizer though with a goal by Brian Silva. Silva, actually, your lone goal of the contest. Brian Silva scored his first career goal, and Salar Faria got the assist. What about that goal and being able to tie the game, put yourself in contention?
Yeah, we were able to score pretty early in the second half. We were down 1-0 at halftime. I thought we started slow in the first half. So, to be able to react and start strong in the second half was important. And we were able to get a really nice goal, to be honest with you. Solar had a great ball across the box, and Brian had a lot to do to finish it, and he did a wonderful job. Um, so certainly disappointing. It's a really tough place to play against, and a very difficult team as well, too. And certainly still, with that being said, disappointed to concede so late in overtime and ultimately drop the game.
Yeah, and now you've had a week off before you face Winthrop on September 18th. You're progressing through the non-conference portion of the schedule. Where do you see the team right now as you get ready for MAC play? You're 3-2 right now, and I think this is your actually you have a few more non-conference. Your schedule's different. You're not on the Sun Belt anymore, but still you're progressing through the season. Where do you see the team just right now at the midway point?
Yeah, I think still figuring some things out. We've got 4 games left till we get into MAC play. So it's important for us to still progress over these next couple weeks and in these 4 games. The conference is very, very good. As it stands at this moment, 2 teams are top 10 in the country, and there's another one that's hovering around the top 25. So it's going to be a really difficult challenge for us. We're excited for that challenge, but we do still feel like we have to take some steps as a group and as a program to ultimately get to where we think we can be and plan at our full potential.
And this is a long road trip for you. You're at Belmont, you're going to Winthrop on the 18th, and you go to Davidson on the 21st. What are you? Was that intentional? And you have UAB later on, later on in the month. A lot of road contests. Is
Yeah.
that just intentional because you're going to be traveling to some unique places for your first season in the MAC, or is that just the way the schedule laid out for you?
Yeah, that's just kind of the way it fell out. Scheduling was unique this year just because everyone was rolling off of COVID. So where things were maybe originally, they had to be moved around a little bit. So it's just kind of the way that it fell. All of those trips are pretty easy day trips for us. And similar to this, Belmont, and then we had a week off for Winthrop. So we do have some time at home and, some time to train here to be in your own bed. And so it, maybe looks a bit more daunting on paper, but, I think the reality of it is there's a little bit of time in between, and we can prepare ourselves in Atlanta for those as well too.
Yeah, and then what about Winthrop itself? What do you see from them as they progress through their season, and what challenges they present for you?
Yeah, a couple really good wins. A really big team. Just looking at them on film, they're just a lot bigger than they've been in years past. And as you mentioned right there, we have to go to their place as well too. So every game in college soccer has its own challenges, and for the most part, every game that you're playing against is a team that can beat you, and vice versa. So we'll have to be mentally switched on, and we'll have to play well for us to win. And I could probably say that about every single game remaining on our schedule. So we've had a good week of training so far. We took today off, and we'll have 2 more good sessions before the game, and hopefully we'll be able to put forth a good performance and give the best version of ourselves on Saturday.
All right, Brett, thank you for your time. We appreciate it, and safe travels to Winthrop.
Awesome. Thank you very much.